Wait, humans get worms? Ever wondered why we deworm our pets but not ourselves? In Western culture, parasite talk is about as welcome as a worm in your salad. We just don't discuss it at dinner parties. But here's the wild part. Parasites in humans are more common than you'd think. Don't worry, this isn't a horror story. Stick with me for a light-hearted look at this creepy, crawly topic. I promise it's not gross, just interesting. More common than you think, without the fear factor. So, are parasites actually a thing in the West? Absolutely, though we rarely bring it up. In fact, pinworms, tiny little thread-like worms, are the most common worm infection in the US, affecting around 40 million Americans, especially kids. If you've ever had a child wake up with an itchy butt, parenting joys, you've probably met this uninvited guest. And it's not just kids. Other parasites quietly hitchhike in our bodies too. Ever heard of toxoplasma, the cat litter parasite? Over 60 million Americans carry it from undercooked meat or feline mess, usually with no symptom. Why aren't we all sick then? Well, many parasites lie low or cause super mild symptoms. That's why parasite health isn't on the radar. If it's not obvious, we kind of ignore it. Plus, Western sanitation is pretty good. Thank you, clean water and plumbing. So massive worm infestations aren't an everyday thing. But here's the catch. With global travel and imported foods, even wealthy countries see parasite cases creeping in. Sushi sashimi from halfway around the world. Delicious. But if not frozen properly, you could ingest microscopic worm eggs. Farm-to-table greens, great, unless unwashed. They might carry teeny parasites from soil. And let's not forget our fur babies. Pets can bring in roundworm or other critters from outdoors. We let dogs kiss our faces, maybe rethink that mid-lick. In short, parasites find sneaky ways into our lives via travel, undercooked food, and lovable pets. But hold up, this isn't a scare session, it's more like, hey, this happens, no biggie. Think of parasites like mosquitoes. You wouldn't panic about one mosquito, but you might use some bug spray. Similarly, a little awareness goes a long way in keeping our bodies balanced. Natural ways to keep unwelcome. Guests in check. All right, so what can we do besides seeing a doctor for serious cases? The good news is Mother Nature has our back. There are several natural foods and herbs that have been studied for helping the body deal with parasites, beyond the usual garlic cloves and papaya seeds everyone mentions. Let's explore a few friendly options. Pumpkin seeds, a crunchy snack with a secret. Those pumpkin seeds you toss after carving a jack-o'-lantern, save them. Pumpkin seeds contain cucurbitacin, a compound that can paralyze worms. Science fun fact, a study on mice found that pumpkin seed oil significantly reduced parasite worms and larvae. Traditionally, people ate pumpkin seeds to help expel tapeworms. The seeds basically stun the worms so your body can flush them out. How's that for a snack superpower? Plus, pumpkin seeds are yummy and packed with zinc, so even if you're parasite-free, your body gains nutrients. Wormwood, aptly named, right? Wormwood is an herb famous for its role in absinthe, the funky green liquor, and for, well, targeting worms. In fact, it's called wormwood because for centuries it was used to treat intestinal worms. Modern research backs it up. Wormwood's compounds, like artemisinin and thujon, showed the ability to kill parasites in lab studies. One study even found it wiped out a common tapeworm in mice. This bitter herb is so potent that its derivative, artemisinin, is used in malaria meds. Don't worry, I'm not suggesting you chug the bitter tea for no reason. It tastes awful, and too much can be toxic. But it's cool to know that a plant has given us parasite-fighting medicine. Some people do take wormwood supplements in short spurts for cleansing, but always with care. The key point, nature has some serious game when it comes to pest control. Black walnut hull, the green shell of the black walnut. It's been a folk remedy in many cultures for worms. The active ingredient, juglone, is a natural chemical that has strong antimicrobial and antiparasitic effects. Think of juglone as a sort of bug stopper. Some lab research suggests it can reduce parasite numbers, like certain worm larvae, by messing with their energy and cell processes. Herbal cleanse formulas often include black walnut, usually combined with wormwood and cloves. It's like the trio of terror for intestinal critters. Again, we're talking gentle support, not napalm. Black walnut can be taken as a tincture or capsule, and while it won't make you sick, it makes life tough for any freeloading worms. Clove, not just for pumpkin spice lattes. Cloves contain a compound called eugenol, which smells amazing and also happens to wreck parasite eggs. Yup, clove is the egg stopper. In lab tests, eugenol from clove oil killed 100% of certain worm larvae and prevented eggs from hatching. In plain terms, if some parasites somehow made it into your gut, cloves chemicals could keep them from reproducing. This is why many natural parasite cleanses say to include cloves, to break the life cycle. You can simply add ground cloves to your diet in smoothies, oatmeal, or cooking, or use clove oil, very diluted. It's strong stuff. And hey, bonus, cloves also support digestion and freshen breath. Win-win. Oregano oil, the pizza herb's hardcore cousin. Oregano is a tasty spice, but its oil is like a microbial terminator. Compounds in oregano oil, such as carvacrol and thymol, have been shown to have anthelmintic, worm-killing effects. Some studies indicate oregano oil can help the body deal with everything from giardia, a nasty protozoan that causes diarrhea, to certain roundworms. If you've ever had oregano oil, you know it's spicy and intense. That intensity is basically plant defense chemistry that also works against pathogens. People often take it in capsules as a short-term cleanse support. Again, this is not about replacing medicine if you have a serious infection, but as a natural support, oregano oil is impressively multi-talented. Probiotics and fermented foods power up your gut army. Not all parasite defense comes from killing them directly. Sometimes you boost your own defenses. Fermented foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, yogurt, kefir, and kombucha are loaded with probiotics, friendly bacteria, and yeasts. These good microbes help keep your gut environment balanced and hostile to invaders. In fact, scientists have found that certain probiotics can reduce parasite loads and symptoms. For example, lactobacillus bacteria have shown a significant drop in giardia infection severity in studies. Essentially, a healthy gut flora crowds out or fights off many unwelcome organisms. So, enjoying a tangy bowl of kimchi or a daily yogurt isn't just great for digestion, it might be quietly guarding you against microscopic moochers. Plus, fermented foods are delicious. Hello, kimchi grilled cheese. It's the tastiest way to stay balanced. Fermented kimchi goodness. Fermented foods like kimchi feed your good gut bacteria, which can help keep pesky parasites in check by boosting your immune response and competing with the bad guys. A happy gut microbiome equals a less hospitable home for unwelcome critters. No need to panic. Just stay informed and balanced. The takeaway here isn't OMG everyone is infested. It's about awareness, not anxiety. Parasites are a natural part of the world. Most of the time, our bodies handle them quietly, especially if we support our health with good food and hygiene. Think of these natural methods as giving your body some extra tools in the toolbox. Got back from international travels or ate something sketchy? Munching some pumpkin seeds, adding extra oregano and garlic to dinner, or drinking a probiotic kefir might give you a little peace of mind and some actual science-backed benefits. Have a pet that likes to share slobbery kisses. Maybe incorporate a bit of clove or wormwood tea occasionally, just as a gentle nudge to anything that doesn't belong. Most importantly, keep it chill. This isn't about doing extreme cleanses or fearing your own tummy. It's just like any aspect of health. Listen to your body and care for it. If you ever suspect a serious parasite infection, persistent GI issues, etc., definitely see a doctor for testing and proper treatment. Natural remedies are supportive, not a substitute for medical care when it's needed. But for everyday wellness, these traditional foods and herbs can help your body stay inhospitable to freeloading guests. In Western culture, we've kind of forgotten what many other cultures know. An occasional deworming or including antiparasitic foods in your diet is just routine upkeep, like clearing out dust bunnies from under the bed. You don't freak out about dust bunnies, right? Same vibe here. By normalizing the conversation a bit, we empower ourselves. So next time you're sprinkling oregano on your pizza or crunching on pumpkin seeds, give a little toast to your health. Knowledge is power, and now you know some pretty cool stuff to help keep your insides critter-free in a natural, balanced way. Stay curious, stay healthy, and don't be afraid to talk about the P word. It's just another part of our amazing human ecosystem. Awareness over fear, always. Friendly reminder. Our goal is a balanced body, not a sterile one. Parasites or not, supporting your gut and immune system will always make you feel better. Here's to giving our bodies the tools to thrive. No panic, just empowerment. Thanks for listening, and may your only parasites be the metaphorical ones, like that friend who never returns your Tupperware. Stay healthy and keep learning.